Meanwhile, Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson has seen her fair share of controversy with inmate deaths, questionable spending, and turnover. Investigative reporter Mike Perlstein uncovered many of these issues, and he brings us an update on all of it.
Orleans Parish Sheriff Susan Hudson rode a wave of reform to her upset election victory over previous Sheriff Marlon Gussman. But even as she was cheered upon taking office, one key hiring decision by Hudson raised eyebrows. After getting fired as an investigator by the city's Office of Inspector General, Kristin Morales was hired by Hudson as an assistant sheriff over two critical departments, Internal Affairs and Information Technology. On the eve of Hudson's trailblazing inauguration, we asked her about that decision. Why would you bring on somebody with that bit of baggage?
There's two sides to every story, and I'm hired her because she has the skill set and the excellence in her work.
Hudson also admitted that Morales is a close personal friend. That history is now prompting questions yet again, as Morales has been stripped of most of her previous duties, forced to work remotely, yet continues to collect her $155,000 a year salary.
The buck starts and stops with Sheriff Hudson.
Morales' duties were cut when she was one of four top officials let go by the sheriff in March after a string of controversies and internal strife. But while the other three officials left immediately, the sheriff's office said it was allowing Morales to remain for another 30 days for an orderly transition. That 30-day period ended 2 months ago.
There's no logical explanation to continue to pay this admitted friend of the sheriff the type of benefits package and compensation she's currently receiving.
While Morales was stripped of her internal affairs duties almost immediately, the sheriff's office says she continues to work on critical IT projects from home until a new technology chief can be hired. But information obtained by Channel 4 through a public records request shows that days after Morales and the other three top officials were escorted from the sheriff's office, another person already working for the sheriff, Lisa Dorsey, was promoted to interim manager of information technology and given a nearly $20,000 a year raise to bring her salary to almost $94,000.
She gave her a substantial raise to do that job. But she hasn't diminished the compensation of her admitted friend, Kristin Morales, that is doing a fraction of the work that she was doing.
Rafael Goyeneche, president of the watchdog group Metropolitan Crime Commission, has kept a critical eye on Hudson's tenure from the start. But now questions are being raised by some of Hudson's strongest supporters, including Norris Henderson, a Hudson transition team leader who heads up the nonprofit group Voice of the Experienced.
That's her Achilles heel, and she has to deal with that. And the thing about it is, it's putting a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth, even those folks who supported her.
After Morales' contentious dismissal from the IG's office, multiple sources say she was a polarizing figure inside the sheriff's office almost immediately. Channel 4 previously uncovered the hiring of a mediator who tried to settle disputes between Morales and other top staff. We also uncovered this incident report in which then Chief Financial Officer David Trautenberg reported Morales for allegedly throwing a water bottle at him during a meeting. In another exclusive story, I obtained an audio recording of Hudson issuing a stern warning to Morales, Trautenberg, and two other top officials, Chief Legal Counsel Graham Bosworth and Assistant Sheriff Perlina Thomas.
I feel so betrayed. And for all the work that you do, the chaos that is caused.
2 weeks after that meeting, those four top officials were escorted out of the building. At the time, the departures were characterized as firings. Yet somehow, 3 months later, Morales still collects her full salary, despite diminished duties and another employee promoted to manage IT work.
Well, that puts a bad taste in everybody's mouth. And it kind of like demonstrated a failure of leadership.
Norris Henderson said he has met with Hudson to try to convince her to move on.
This is coming from an ally. This is not coming from the opposition. So if the folks on the same team with you is saying, hey, you have to cut bait, it's time to cut bait.
We asked Sheriff Hudson about the criticism she's gotten for retaining Morales. She offered a very different perspective.
Very grateful that she's hung in here this long with us, and I thank her for that because this is critical work.
Hudson said Morales' experience in working with the office's outdated computer system has made it difficult to drop her as she completes projects such as building a new website.
Your strongest supporters, side by side with you on election night celebrating your victory, are now saying, okay, now 3 months and all the history there, that you have extended this as a favor to a friend.
No, like most people, they hear what you say on TV, but it's a 30-second bite or so. If they want to sit down with me and go into the details, I'm glad to do that.
Hudson did say she's in the process of hiring a permanent replacement for Morales, but she did not say when that will happen. Mike Pearlstein, Eyewitness News.
Just hours ago, the sheriff's office said that new permanent IT director will start working this week. A spokeswoman said Morales will eventually be switching to a part-time contractor role, but no date for that has been set.